Oh, hello everyone, Ito here and welcome back to another week of this Minecraft series. And this week I'm going to do something entirely different. I'm recording this at the kind of at end of the week on the weekend, and hopefully it's going to be better for you to understand exactly what we did on the week. So this is like a late record introduction of the whole video today. But with this, we made an interesting amount of work. We work over there on that whole room, making everything interesting there, which is cool. And also, we worked on the outside of the base. But you need to watch the video for understanding exactly what we did. And also, a really cool little project which was in between technical, taking back the create mod because we got create kind of forgone or abandoned onto this world, and I wanted to make it back. So nothing much, but I believe it's a really cool smelter system. So yeah, let's review this week right now. And as we talk about, we got the curved shape of the room. Of course, with a really big point of interest over there, which is the painting. We are going to talk about this in a little bit. But as you can see, this room got this circular shape. It's not a full diagonal, but also it's not like a full corner. So we used a lot of the beams and also a lot of the copycat panel for giving this properly the shape. And then, of course, we got this kind of a pass-through paintings. We did that with the camera mode. We updated or kind of, I would say, uploaded it. That's the right word. We uploaded the 1.21 painting here, and also we added a little bit of lore, which is the prairie ride. It's how the painting is called. It's based on another painting, which is really a classic, which is called the cowboy. But in this case, instead of being the cowboy, it's just Nor, the Minecraft character. And then I just added a quote from Cowboy Bebop because, cowboys, and it's really cool. So yeah, I really like how this has coming together. And then if we enter into the room, we got this kind of a really cool system that I spent too many hours doing this. So it was kind of a pain doing this over the streams, and then I needed to stay a lot of time after the stream because it didn't work on the stream. But yeah, finally it's working. So I open here with the door, I just pass by, and after a little bit of delay, the door is going to immediately be closed up by itself. Right now I remove all the animals because, to be honest, I was not even using them. So I store them here in this underside. So this is my rancher box where all my kind of animals are right now. Probably the only one that we are going to be using is actually the bee, just for the honeycomb, and maybe, just maybe, the turtle for the turtle eggs. But all the other ones, I think we really don't need them. So I'm just going to have them there. But I kind of keep everything else together. So the only big difference is I needed to do some shenanigans over here for making the door works. So yeah, before going with the door, the thing is I needed to put this observer, which is attached to a piston that needs to go exactly in this position. So what I did is a small trick for moving items. We are grabbing all the items from the hoppers. Of course, this is for the slime elevator. And then they go into a depot, into an underside funnel, and then just a 2 wide item vault, which for some reason the texture looks really weird, but trust me, they are connected. And you can also do like a double chest or whatsoever, and then again into another hopper. So essentially we are moving the items up and then down again. And yeah, everything is working. I just kind of lost one hopper, which was the one, or two, which were the two ones that were here, but everything else is working. So that was super nice. And then onto the door, we detect the door opening sequence by this observer. The observer is then get read by the top one, so it's activating this guy. For 10 seconds, it's going to send the signal and extend it onto that block. And again, that block is the one that is going to be put over the piston. And the cool thing is when you move pistons with observers and stuff, they produce kind of a one tick. So then we are powering the bottom side block. And yeah, essentially now it's going to close it. And then this 10 extra tick delay is actually for not kind of a detecting or kind of a little bit of overriding the second pulse of the observer when actually the door closed. So open and then close, but yeah, this guy is not getting active yet, so nothing's happened. I could go higher up to have like a bigger delay, but yeah. It's really cool, and actually the door is intended to be used like this, really fast. It's not like I'm going to keep it open. Oh, hello there. If that was server lag, seems like it was. So maybe we could add just a little bit more, just in case. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be because of this. Oh, server lag, it seems. But yeah, as you can see, it worked when the server is not lagging. This has been a little bit laggy after all. But yeah, and then I got these hoppers here, which are tied to our voider system, or recycler system, I should say. So the idea for this room now is actually you are going to come back here, or you are going to go into the vault, of course, you do your stuff, you grab your... excuse me. You grab your backpacks and everything, then you will go first here, and then all the other ones are going to be voided. So I already kind of achieved my U-Wells, and then I enter here, I put my backpacks on this side, and then I just kind of go away, and everything is going to be done. And for the gear, it's going to be like the other way around. I'm going to identify everything here, and then I'm going to try to void everything, and what's going to be extra, then we need to send it into the Tenos side, which is probably something that still needs more work to do. So I have this for a while into the mail system, but I have been neglecting it. I just made a trade for a lot of copper and brass with Inri, but also I got this pouch with a book, so I don't know exactly what this is going to be, and I just want to test with you what is this, so let's open it. Okay, Tenos log. Oh, this is by Fiverr. Hey, you still remember that gold piece you gave me asking for Tenos planks? I don't have the planks, but I got the logs. You can turn them into happy building Fiverr. Oh, thank you, Fiverr. Oh, that was so cool. Can I convert these into planks, though? I don't think I can convert them into planks, not gonna lie. I think you can't. Okay, you can make the palisade, that's something. But yeah, the thing is, these people have not realized, because they don't use the blocks, that actually for making the... Oh, actually, these guys, they got only crafting resize, but you can't... They don't work like actually proper blocks or proper logs. So yeah, there is no resize besides... Not even for a wood one. So I needed these for the Tenos room, for making the... how they are called? Trapdoors, right. So, the server is super laggy today. Okay, it seems like many people is voting, yeah. So, yeah, we wanted to replace some of these blocks with the Tenos trapdoor, which, to be honest, I don't think it's going to be that good, but maybe. And of course, people are trying to help, but it doesn't work. So, still, thank you, Fire, for that, but we still need to be progressing into our own vault and going for our own blocks, because it haven't been so productive. But yeah, regardless, I want to do another project with you guys today, so let me clear everything and maybe do something with this pouch, and I will be right back with that side of the building. And what we want to do now is actually making the top part over here. But when I was looking at my vlogs, I noticed the dark oak beam. That's fine, because we are also using the dark oak beam there. But then, oops. But then I think like I made a mistake. And it's really subtle, but actually I'm using the spruce here, but then I'm using the dark oak. And then I wonder, did I make a blunder with this, or my kind of logic was, since this is going to be the interior, then it doesn't need to be that saturated, because, you know, everything is red. It's kind of mostly on the reddish tones because of Idona's smite here, so maybe. But then I realized that over here it seems like I'm still using the spruce, so it's not like I'm super consistent either. I kind of like the difference, and probably I also need to change that then. I mean, at least for the dark oak. So I just grab a little bit of dark oak here, and what I want to do is making the top part pretty much like this one, but on the corner, or kind of on this shape. So I think we're going to use a mix of copycat panels and dark oak beams and maybe the same blocks. And hopefully I can jump on top there. I mean, if I break that one, that's going to work for sure, right? Yeah, I like that. So I don't really know how we are going to start doing this. I'm hoping that this is not going to be that overbearing. One thing that I noticed is then the texture is going to be like this, kind of upside down. Otherwise, it's going to look weird. So that's why we need to do the beams and not the blocks. But probably it's going to be better. So we can take that out. And let's use some of this dark oak, but as wood instead then. And let's see if this will work. Oh, oh, interesting. Okay, so here, the story is here. Aha, like that. And then, oh, but that's kind of on the other side. Then interesting. So actually, oh, excuse me, I want this. So actually, I need to do that here then. And that needs to be vertical. So I believe I'm going to do something like this then. So maybe this one here, and that's going to be vertical. Good thing that you can change it. Is that good though? I think that's weird. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Maybe that one is not so bad, but this is clearly wrong. So yeah, this is kind of something that I like to do a lot. So yeah, that's going to be like the same, and then we do a little bit of the change here. And since then here we are not going to have that much of a space, I believe I want to keep it like that, and then maybe this one. So that's going to have a little bit more of color. That should be fine. Maybe not that guy. Is that the right texture? Yeah, I think it's that. So yeah, I think that works. You can see like we got the same kind of a point of interest here, but of course depending on the angle. Maybe I need to... No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine because on this side it is a little bit more flat. Probably I just need to do something to engross like the trunk here and go all the way up probably on this side. And maybe actually in this case going maybe one more block out. So yeah, I think is this how we are going to be rolling, but I just kind of wanted to point out the difference in between just one block. I think it's subtle, but when you know it's kind of a there, you see this kind of a type of mixture, I think it's better. But again, it could have been a blunder, so maybe I'm going to revert it back. Because I think this looks better. And I have done it. So this is how it's looking in the final design. I tested kind of a different things, and I believe this is exactly perfect on how I wanted it, because now it's popping out here. We use some of the leaves. Also, I added a copycat panel here, which is a small array that I can show you for the solar panel. So now we got a copycat panel here and a copycat panel on the top side here. So I just used a upside down slab, a stair. So yeah, it's kind of a got the roof access. So now the solar panel is working. Not like really important, but I just wanted to connect it to be honest. So yeah, now it's functional. On the top side here, the only kind of a big difference that I make is actually I just used a lot of the different copycat panels, so now it feels more open. And the same kind of for the inner part here, and I believe this is just a small thing, but it's really cool. I use copycat panels on this side, and also, I use the trapdoors, but it's mostly because I don't like people flicking my trapdoors, but it's copycat panels in two arrays. So this is, the good thing is that it's creating more openness here. So yeah, I think that different type of in the perspective, it's kind of a telling you like, yeah, that wall is actually more kind of in the back and not the wall in your face. So it's a small little thing, but I think it adds a lot in terms of the depth and the room kind of aesthetics overall, because now you can see like this full wall is actually always popping up and you get the idea that like this wall should be more backward, which is kind of the idea, even if it's not totally true. So a lot of that helped because we got this darker line here for the block, and also it helped because we hide the copycat panel here, and you can see like how the wood is kind of going into the middle there. And something similar happens on this other side, so that small hint on the perspective is really, really neat. So I would say that was really, really cool. Took me a lot of time, a lot of back and forth, but it was worth it. And now we just need to tackle the next stream because, oh boy, I got a really cool project in hand. So let's go with it. And on the Wednesday stream, we decided to do a lot of terraforming work. So are you ready? Because this is going to be a huge difference. So buckle up because we are going to experience it firsthand. And yeah, everything here now got a lot of white. And also I redo kind of at the border. So now we got some kind of a protection thingy. I don't know how this is called, like fences or something. But yeah, it's kind of a pretty much everything around the base right now. So the change was really simple in concept. We just replaced the nether bricks for the calcite bricks. And we just did everything on the whole array of the temple building. So you can see even here, we replaced pretty much everything, but we did a little bit of a trick here. I just pulled this whole line one more block downward, so now it's kind of on the floor level, and also it's helped with how it's connecting, because now this is a double array of stairs, which is kind of at the same that we did here. In the past, that was filled with half slab, because that was kind of a half a block up. But since now on that side we are not going to cover redstone, it's not important, and also it's lined perfectly with this array of the scaffolding blocks. I was going to call them bamboo something. But yeah, it's kind of the same idea of the roof here, where we got this small kind of a shingle opening there, and also yeah, we got all the way to the side here, so now you can see properly like the temple is standing on ground into something, and I kind of like how you can see through there. So I'm not going to delete all of the stuff here, to be honest. I think this is kind of cool, and it's a memento on our starter kind of area and everything. As you can see, I cleared everything. The big cleanup came. And it took me some part of the Monday and a lot of time AFKing, kind of outside of the stream. And also I just need to move this guy, but I just didn't have enough time yet. And also part of the stream on the Wednesday. But mostly what we did was just changing the blocks and covering some of the side, for example, here with some stairs. So now everything is kind of a more into solid ground. Probably I want to still add some slabs or something here to shape out more the terrain, but this is going to be the basic template for the whole pathway. Probably what we need to do is kind of make another path in terms of the terrain over here, where we are going to either change move these blackstone whipping thingies, the scorched block, or we are going to merge them with that side, because again, that guy, it's going to be the ground zero or the zone zero for the whole corruption spread, but that part specifically, I haven't done it yet, so it's not defined, but I think it was really cool. So yeah, a lot of progress, and trust me, this doesn't look like much, but it was a lot. I spent like 3 or 4 hours just doing this side, kind of pretty much placing the blocks, breaking them, redoing everything, so I would call it a huge success. And if you got a good memory, you are going to remember that we talked about working into the Tenos Pavilion for this week. I don't know if I put that on the last episode or that was just part of the stream plans, but I decided that I was not going to have enough time for this because I spent most of my week into the inner side, working into my room, but also I decided to go here because I thought this was kind of a much needed, and also it's going to help me into conveying more clearly what I really want to do here with my concept. So now it's easy for you to picture that everything is going to be surrounded in white, but also on top of that white, I want to add the colors of the different gods. So they are going to be surrounding this, and they are going to be somehow kind of converging into the divine paradox, which is going to be the portal open inside. That's kind of the whole thing. So to me, this was really important to be able to see, because some people got kind of a picture memory. I just got a conceptual memory. So if I don't see it, I can't kind of fathom really what I know what I really want to do, but I can't see what I really want to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me, it's important to just kind of do it and to see now to get a clear kind of a view or a clear image on what I really want to do. And that's, for example, why I'm using the deep slate on this side, because I think it's a better shape in it's kind of a connecting also with the roof, which is kind of cool, but also it's a clear shape in terms of how I can delineate the whole kind of a temple in a sense. Because yeah, I got the whiteage, but the whiteage sometimes converge with to the snow, for example, and then mix together. And the same is going to happen with the gravel in terms of the grays, or with the granite in terms of the more reddish tones. And I'm already using a lot of red. So the white helps for separating everything. But also, for example, over there in the whole thing, it's kind of a confusing. I got the tank, I got the pathway, and also I got the snow. So now this black outline, it's kind of a really cool. And maybe we don't need to have the black stone weeping there. Maybe we are going to change it with, for example, some of the netherite bricks, or maybe it's going to be something entirely different, like for example the coal, or a stone brick thingy majingy, or something else. I don't know yet. But I think the deep slate overall, it's kind of what it makes the thing pop out more. It's kind of the same reason why I got the roof shape here, and why I'm using or thinking into changing that spruce into something else. But overall, I think it comes together like really, really well. So I'm liking it a lot, but that means that we only got just one stream left this week, so probably I'm going to change things up a little bit. So yeah, let's go with that. And just like that, we did a lot of work. I'm recording this after the Friday stream, and oh boy, that was a lot. So let me show you. We go downstairs here, where we got kind of a pretty much everything, and I just added kind of a cool little thing, you know. Look, I get my tool, but then here, oh, 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 wait a moment. What happened? Ah, I got a demagnetizer. That's going to be important. So remember, from this point onwards, everything is demagnetized. Okay, and then, ta-da! Yeah, I did a thing. I mean, what would you expect? Something more fancy? No, this is kind of just the hallway where if you throw something, you can use your magnet. You know, that's everything. Done. Have fun. Week. Yeah. No, not really. Not really. I did a thing. So I got here a smelter input barrel, and now I got this smelter output barrel. And yeah, it doesn't look like much because everything is hidden behind this wall. So what we are going to do is we are going to pop out here. As you can see, yeah, the magnet is not working on this side, and that's important because we got a whole smelter array made by Create Mod. I was thinking into using my old kind of a field with lava thingy, but in the end it wasn't going to work because then I needed to have the way to produce the lava and to harvest the lava. And yeah, I want to have kind of everything connected together here, and to be honest, that is not good because yeah, it's just kind of going to break the whole aesthetic here, and I don't want to make this kind of a hallway something interesting. I want this to be as barren as or abandoned as possible. I mean, I could have some type of lava thingy here and working here, but I don't want to create this side or kind of this room as a working station. I could, but I don't want to. So yeah, for keeping this kind of a more abandoned, barren, just maybe some loose storage and that's it, I needed to have everything hidden. So we went with the create mod style. And yeah, on this part here, I got an array of 9 water wheels. So, oh, yeah, here are the water wheels. Oh, now you can see them. Oh, wait, I can show you here. So yeah, 9 water wheels all the way here. Everything is covered. And the cool thing now is if you look at this compared to where my base is, actually, you can see that we are just touching the stairs. So I'm utilizing a lot of the space now here. So yeah, this is just kind of a below the entrance, which I believe it's kind of cool. For some reason they disappeared, but I just use a small kind of a system of increasing torque, large cogwheel into small one, into large into small, and the cool thing is these two are encased first of all, so they are not tied together. That's why this is spinning faster, and then the same large into small. Yeah, the large into small, large into small, large into small, and this goes into the system up to the max speed. Oh, I broke the wrong one. It seems so. So yeah, this is kind of the thing that we have worked on. Then everything is tied together with these two cogwheels into this bottom row of encased chain drives and on the top one there. And that's important because then all the items that we got into the barrel, okay, this is the input barrel, are going to be dropped out by this funnel, okay. These items are going to be dragged over via the fan. They are going to be speed up a little bit extra with the blue eyes, and then they are going to be funneled into this chest. The cool thing is, when I input the items there into the barrel, nothing happened. I can use the camera for this. And yeah, nothing happened. Actually, the items are not getting extracted because that funnel is getting locked via this block, which is powered via this torch. So the cool thing is with that, nothing is going to happen over there. But I got a button arranged on the other side with a 12-second cooldown, which is enough. I mean, when I press the button, this is going to be engaged for 12 seconds, which is enough for fully drain the whole barrel. I mean, I can kind of process 27 stacks at a time with one press of a button, and this is going to, of course, wire here, is going to power this, which is going to be enough because again it's for 12 seconds. So for 12 seconds that funnel is going to be open. These guys are working 24/7, but at the same time when I activate this, that guys get powered off, but also I'm locking the chutes downstairs and also these funnels. And this small wiring is kind of pretty much the whole system. So all of the items are going to be filled these buffer chests. And I just got a double chest for two main reasons. Once, I could keep adding stuff into the barrel in that kind of a 12-second kind of a working operation, but also I can do a second batch and then the items are going to be processed here. But the cool thing about that is also this double chest is going to allow me to use this array of 4 different smart chutes. So the smart chutes are going to drop the 4 items at a time. So essentially I'm increasing the speed up to 4 times processing speed, 2 chats draining the item from the buffer, and then these other 2 just draining from the brass funnel, so it's going to be stacks at a time. And then all of them are going to be filled or kind of fell down into, going to be hard to tell, yeah, into this chamber. And this chamber is just another array of smart chute with pressure plates, so the items are just going to be stay here and they are not going to be burned by the lava. You can see like all the particles of the fans are pushing me toward this side. And also what I got here is these smart chutes connect with these, it's hard for you to tell, but there is a redstone link on this side. You can see here on the screen on the top side. And yeah, with these redstone links, I'm powering here, and also, can I show you? Yeah, also this is the backside of the redstone link. So I'm powering the 4 of these guys. And the cool thing is the processing time of that is actually the 30 seconds. So let's say the button already got kind of powered off. So that means that guy is off now. But now for the extra 30 seconds of the operation, the smart chutes on the bottom side are going to be these guys. And you can see they are flashing red, because they are powered, so no items are going to be drained. When this is open, or kind of when this is done, all the items are going to be fell off here into this water stream, they are going to be put over all the way up to here into this bubble vector. And with this bubble vector, they are coming just essentially here into the output smelter. So yeah, we are moving the items downwards from the system, upstairs, and everything is happening on the backside here. And the cool thing, of course, is we just need pretty much a redstone for activating it, for the timings and everything, and that's the whole system. So I'm super happy with this. Oh boy, it was kind of a the whole stream because I wanted to do this in different sites. I tried to do with furnace, that's why I still got my original furnace here. And it kind of wasn't working, so we needed to do the design, the timings. The only one that kind of we haven't tested yet because it's kind of not something that I really need to cook too much is for the 27 stacks, if I need 30 seconds or if I can go with less. My guess is actually I can go with less. But for that, I kind of need to smelt a full chalker with the stuff. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a chalker. I'm going to replace that barrel with a chalker full of cobblestone or something. And we are going to see kind of what is the exact timing or more close to exact timing for that. So we can kind of fine tune it a little bit more. But yeah, I really love this project. The only thing that is kind of left, actually, I'm going to leave it open. And the reason why I got the magnetizer here is because now I don't need to worry about my magnet. Otherwise, the items, when they flow kind of goes out here, they are going to be fighting against the fan, and the same is going to happen actually here. They are going to be fighting against the fan, and the same is going to be happening here in the collection system. So yeah, that's kind of another thing. One thing that I didn't show you, but I think it's kind of cool, is you can see on this other side this array of servers, and actually this array of servers is the ones that coming from my iron farm. Iron board over there. So from this guy, and then the items are going to be sent over here. And the cool thing about that is my item coming? Did they come already? No, here they are coming. And you're going to see now, since this whole side is demagnetized, actually now my magnet, see, it's on, but it doesn't affect anything because this is still the range zone of the magnet. And by the way, it's kind of cool because now the magnet is downstairs here. That's the demagnetizer, and this is my slime farm. So now kind of everything is coming together. So I really love it. I think overall it was really cool, and I think it was worth it. So with that, with no further ado, feel free to drop by on my Twitch, and we shall see us on the next week. So have fun and bye bye.